Hello everybody, welcome back to Aviassembly. It's your Captain Keanomy speaking here, and we are about to make it back to the snow biome. I have made some small adjustments to this plane, so we now have a little bit more cargo area to work with, and we have... Jesus Christ, it's a lot of fuel. And we have a slightly bigger cockpit as well, which means that it's a bit heavier, which means that it's a little bit harder to get it flying as far as we need. Come on, come on, reverse, 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 reverse. Yes, okay. There we go. We'll pull you back a little bit, and then can we make it to 6,000 over to the snow biome? Only one way to find out. We can already see land, and fuel is not being used too much. I get some pretty good comments in the comment section last time around as well, where we had a bunch of you guys giving me a lot of tips and tricks on how to improve my aircraft. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We're gonna try to implement some of it. Other things I kind of find it fun to just mess about with airplanes after all. Okay, we're gonna have to actually land here. And we're so fast that I don't think it actually makes much. I should maybe yaw more. I think I don't have enough. Okay. Power. There we go. 60. If we can do this without exploding, we cannot. Okay. One thing that you guys were kind enough to tell me is that for the jet engines that we're using now, it's apparently better to be using like 2/3 throttle, which makes sense. Because it sounds like it is trying to rip itself apart when you use more than that. Another thing that was mentioned is that I should be putting my wings more closer to the center of gravity. I, of course, haven't done this. But, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable thing to do as well. So we might do that in the future. There we go. Set that down nice and smooth. No way. We were literally at that airport where we can edit a plane. Ah, that's funny. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, as you can see, we have a 175 cargo airplane now. It's about 26.3 in weight and not very much fuel. So that's maybe something that we need to work on. But I've kind of used all of my money now. So we're going to do some missions around here, and we're going to see what we can come up with. I haven't actually done anything right here at the moment. So we'll start with this guy, which needs some stuff from the mine, which I think is the ore. Yes. He needs ore, and I guess the stone as well, right? Yeah. Stone paints really well. Okay. Let's send it. Yeah, I should really be yawing more than I do. Some scrap. That's good. I keep missing that there is scrap in places. Okay, we're actually coming straight onto this runway. That's good. Look at this landing, dude. You've never seen someone land so smoothly before. Wow. Usually get food delivered from the farm and fishing port. We haven't received it in a while. Probably having trouble because of the earthquake. Can you help us? Yeah. Wait, is that food from the other map? From the fishing port. Okay. So no, it's not. It's still food from the same place. But it's still actually... Okay, so it is food from here then, I guess. We just need to fly it across the mount, like, whole place. Wow, that is far. We need a different plane for that. But we're working on this one, so let's load up on the ore that we need. It is heavy, dude. At least our tires can kind of hold it. Kind of. This is not gonna work. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. It is very nosedivey. There we go. Move out a little bit. That's good. That's good. I would like to get some new tires. That's my goal right now. I want the retractable tires. I think that will help us quite a bit. Can I land this without just absolutely dying? Yep. Just barely though. Thank you for the ore. It's 180 coins. That's not too much, but sure. Sure. I don't know how much we needed. Maybe we didn't need 3. We can refuel and we can reset at this airport. Do I still have ore? I do. Okay, I don't actually need that ore. So let's refuel and we are going... Okay, it's kind of annoying that it resets to the Bakersfield every time. I feel like it should reset on top of your current camera. Ice packaging plant for some ice. Sounds good. It is fairly stable when we have a front tires on. But yeah, I guess that is the issue that everyone keep poking me about in the comments. That I don't put my wings over where my center of gravity is. Because it's way further back. It's like halfway across the fuselage. I just feel like until you can build airplanes that have... This is also something that was mentioned in the comments. As long as I don't have the I don't know if I can do this. There we go. That's a landing. Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The earthquake damaged our ice packing plant. Can you help us get the materials for repairs? I can. I can. All right. I like that they are working in between the maps a little bit here. This is fragile. Okay, so you will break if I'm not careful? Is that what you're telling me? Probably, yeah. Okay, that is not cool. That is not cool. Can I reset at the... No, I want to reset at this airport. So what does fragile mean? I wonder. Gosh, that is so heavy. That is so heavy. We need way more fuel to do this. I only have 2 fuel tanks at the moment, so we're kind of short on fuel. And I think we needed 5 of the... Ooh, I thought it was just on the other edge of this. This is gonna be... tight. There. 3 ice broke. That sucks. Okay. Well, that was one delivery. Here's 60 coins. 4 more ice. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. We ran out of fuel that time. I think what we can do is we can refuel. And what happens if I go back to base? Does it put me in the ice area? It does. Okay. So I can edit the plane now and we can put on some more fuel here. I figured. If I go... I know you can like sink fuel into the fuselage and stuff, but I kind of like playing games where you're at least to some extent playing it reasonably realistically. I kind of like that idea, but yeah, here you can see the idea with where my center of gravity is. It's just way too far back. Like these should be here somewhere and my tires should be way forward. But yeah. We'll keep the airplane wings right there. Makes it look like an airplane at least. And can I already maybe get the new tires? Research. We only have 5 scrap actually. Yeah, no, we need 15 scrap for that. All right, should be possible when we have gotten this last bit up and running. So let's see with that extra fuel if we have enough fuel available. This is looking a bit better actually. Now we're not like in total panic as soon as we go up in the air because we don't have any fuel. Which is nice. So it's kind of awkward as a YouTuber, actually. I've been running this channel for like a few years now, and I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. I'm playing a bunch of different games, right? But every time you get a video that does just a little bit better, you have this thing in your mind that goes like, maybe you should only play that game. And I know I'm not that kind of person. Like, I can't just play one game. I'm gonna get bored, like, instantly if I do that. But there's always that little voice in your head who goes like, they clearly want to watch this. Maybe you should only play this game. And I will be playing more Aviassembly, for sure. I plan to finish this game. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. If you never run a YouTube channel, it might not be something that you can relate to directly. Oh, that is not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Yeah, that's not cool. Do we run this shorter, maybe? Okay, I can't do this. We have way too many of them. Way too many of them. Let's reset. Let's take maybe 3 then, if we can't carry 4. And we'll just do 2 runs. Yeah, that's better. Come on, lift. Of course it broke. Oh, it's only 1. We're anyway gonna have to do another run, so as long as we have the tires and we still have 2 eyes, we should be good to go. Let's just make sure. Why do I not see the mission we're doing? Did it just forget my mission? No, I just don't see where it needs to be delivered. Okay. That's fine. But yeah, it's weird, man. Once you get a few people actually interested in something, that just YouTube brain of yourself, it starts doing shit, man. So well, I'm really glad you guys enjoy it, of course. Damn it. I cannot land these. Okay, stop. Stop. Thank you for delivery. 60 coins. 3 more eyes. Okay, we do this 3. Surely we can do this 3 in one go. This plane is clearly not designed for this mission. But we can do 3. We can do 3. Yeah, ice is beating my ass, dude. It is beating my ass, dude. Who would have thought? The one who is usually landing in all kinds of weird places and locations and directions would have a hard time actually landing smoothly with ice. Who would have thought? Core breach, dangerous level, evacuate? What the fuck is going on? I think my biggest issue is that I just don't have enough fuel. If I had enough fuel that I can like easily make my way through all of this. Okay, I cannot have that much power on. Okay, so we load to heavy, refuel, load cargo, 1, 2, 3, send it. We're gonna lose the tires. I just hope that we can put it down easy enough that we can lose the tires safely. Okay, that's good. That's good, and that goes all the way over there. Let off a little bit on the power here. Okay, we're bleeding off some good airspeed now. That's good. Down to 90. Let's put on a little bit more engine power. Not clip the trees here. Very good. There we go. Wow. Nice. Nice. That wasn't even that soft a landing, but it did it. Here's 305 coins. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now then, we're gonna need to do something else as well, because this stone is 300 coins. Or 300 in cargo. I can't do that much. We could do the fish delivery or the fruit. You need copper, which is up there, as well as glass, which both is up there. Okay, let's go up there then maybe. And let's see if we can get some copper and glass over to the ice location. That could probably be pretty good. Nice little soft landing here. Not very soft, but nice nonetheless. Earthquakes disrupted our deliveries. Can you help us deliver the materials required to keep the factory running? Yes, I can. Could you please let me know how much your cargo weighs? It weighs not so much with the glass. How much did you need? I thought that was a lot. Yeah, okay. So copper is heavy, but it's kinda okay. Glass is 15 all in all for all 10 of them. So if I go copper and then take glass for the rest. How much? Okay, that's enough to say bye-bye to my tires. So reset this airport. How much can I actually carry? Copper, is that safe? Not really. Okay. So let's bring this. Wow. I do not have the lift to bring you up in there. There we go. There we go. If we have a landing spot in between these two, I think we will take that. Like that guy maybe. Looks kind of promising. We also get some new missions if we do this one. Because that's it, SOS. That is a rough landing. Okay. Finally someone found us. Got stranded here. Could you bring us some food? Yeah, I can. I can. I just wait for my tires to explode. We should be good to go. Are we going the wrong direction? I think we are going the wrong direction. Yeah, we're going the wrong direction. Okay, what if I reverse? Nope. Damn! Okay, I guess we need to get up in the air and just turn around in there then. How quickly do I need to fly to have enough lift for this? That's a tree! That's a tree! There we go. And then we turn around like as sharply as we possibly can. Do I still have my stuff? What? I lost my stuff? Why? I was at that. Oh, I exploded. Right. Right. What did they want? Did they want fish? Maybe I'll deliver fish to them. Fish and crabs. Let's go see what that eats. I know I'm jumping all over the map at this point, but I'm kind of just curious. Let's go land over here as well. How much scrap do we have? Do we have enough for the new tires? I think if we get the new tires, this would be a lot easier. Come on, buddy. Do one of those Cobra maneuvers to land. I like it. I like it. And then let's send it over to this guy. And let's see what this food place needs. Turn. There you go. There you go. We're safe. We're safe. For some reason, I want to pull back with S instead of control to lower speed. And it trips me up every time. Okay, we're going way too fast. You're not landing at 150 kilometers an hour, Keanomy. That's not how this works. I'm so glad those cones are not actually real. All our fishing ships were destroyed by the earthquake. Can you help us get the materials to rebuild them? Sure. Sure. Everyone just so needy. Time limit and space limit, but not super heavy actually. Okay. If I reset here, which direction do I end up? I end up going in that direction if I do that, okay? And you need stuff from over there, which is glass and steel. Okay, I think we'll do this one. That's a lot of good stuff as well. So, two fish, 3 crabs. Load cargo. I don't think I can do all of that. We'll try 2 fish, 3 crabs. Can do all of them. Let's see if we have enough oomph to get there. So we pull up here. Lower the throttle a little bit so we can get some extra range. It's interesting that I only have a timer on the fish. What about the crabs? Okay, we're clearly not fast enough for this. Does the crabs just reset automatically? Automagically? Fish expired. What about the crabs? Crabs also expired. Well, shit. Okay, so that doesn't work. We're not fast enough. Did we have here? Yeah, we only have ice here. Is there anyone that needs ice? You need ice. Okay, so we could do that one. That's just ice and ores, and it's some scrap, so we should be able to use that to our advantage. Let's do that then. Let's do that then. 2 ice and 2 ores. That's fine. We'll get a couple of ice, refuel, and that should help us with... Yeah, we just don't have the lift for this, I think. Which is probably, again, I keep saying that we don't have the lift. I think we're probably fine. It's just my airplane is not built correctly. Probably just my airplane is not built correctly. But I think we have all of the locations that we need to go now. I'm not going there. We're actually going like in this direction somehow. Like towards that place. Which is 4,000 away from here. That's some scrap. That's good. That's good. Low fuel. Can we get up high enough that we can just glide into there? Yes. More scrap. So I'm leaving a little bit of fuel so we can use the reverses when we get to it. I'm literally like just dumping airspeed or dumping velocity here. And it is not even close to trying to keep me alive. Okay, how the fuck is my ice not broken? I don't know how that works. 180 coins for the effort though. Hard to complain about that. All right, very good, very good. Let's see. Did we need anything over here that we can bring? Fish and fruit, no. So I guess we're just going there then. And I think when we get this delivered, we can upgrade some airplanes. There's more scrap. A lot of scrap around here. I feel like we picked up maybe 20 scrap or something, just laying around like this. You will not really that big an issue here. Very nice. Very nice. Then let's refuel. Let's check cargo. Or 2 of them. Desperately need new tires. It's gonna work. I don't know how, but yes. Someone said in the comment section in the last episode as well, I think it was, that the game was very easy and it wasn't very realistically modeled and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, that's the whole charm of the game, my dude. If you want to play super realistic flight sim, then maybe go like play Microsoft Flight Sim or something. I think the whole point of this game is to be a simplistic version and like a cozy version of flight sims. Come on. There we go. That's the ore. Here's 185 coins for the effort. Lots of money in the bank. We get some scrap as well. Here's 15 scrap for the effort as well. They're being kind of nice to me. We could use more materials to keep the factory running. Can you help us? Yeah, I can. What do you need? More ore and more ice. Just more of the same. Why am I not surprised? Let's go back and let's try to unlock some new stuff. So we're gonna go research. We're gonna get some new tires because we do need that. Light wheel, retractable wheel. What's the difference here? You're just adding load limits. Okay. So we do this one. That's 30. We could use some more fuel, but that's mostly just a weight thing, actually. Could get some better wings as well. That might actually make sense. Lower drag, better strength. A little bit more lift, not too much. I think we'll just leave this what we have here. Let's go in and put on some new tires, and maybe that will be good enough. We'll just get rid of those. And the retractable tires. Put you onto there. And then this guy should also be removed. That's not good. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We're gonna need to have you further back somehow. That's definitely not gonna work. So if I do you here, and then we just sheet you into the... Okay, that's... middle there, a little bit higher up, just so you can kind of hide yourself in there. And I think that should be pretty good. So if we look at the drag now, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. We have a little bit of drag on the engines in particular, and also the fuel guys, but that's fine. And of course the center of gravity should probably be way further back. That's why we're having it pitch forward all the time, which is weird. Maybe it's not. I don't understand how this whole gravity thing works. I just know that if we're gonna do this correctly, we should have these like here, or like here, something like that. And then these should be like... Can I... Actually, that's a good idea. Can I do this? We'll just do the U. Try to flatten the bottom of this a little bit. Because then we get a flat bottom, and that should probably make it easier for us to... if we want to put the wheels centered, right? We'll just do that, and then one wheel alone up front. And then we'll just get rid of this, put another piece of this onto here. That will be probably a bit shorter, and just this stubby one. How did you expand this? Like that. A bit big, I think. One smaller. Put you onto here. This guy should have that. And that. Okay, this is looking good, man. Look at that. Look at that. That looks mighty fine. And then we'll just move this guy back a little bit. Hopefully still on the center line. Something like that. Will that just tip over? Maybe. It's probably gonna be super hard to actually fly this, I imagine. And then the wings there. How about that? Comments. How about that? That looks a little bit like it should be with wings, I guess, from my understanding. And then we have a little bit of a flat bottom, so it's easier for these to sit further apart without being impossible to fly. Isn't that how a normal airplane looks like? I think that's how a normal airplane looks like. What happens if we start you now? You'll tip over. Okay. Good talk. Good talk. Well, that was a good thing. Good thing. How do I avoid you tipping over? Do I just have to put you on the wings and then have the wings further back? So they are like behind the gravity somehow. What about that? I love myself. This is so good. I mean, yeah. But we might want to have two of those legs then, maybe. What if I go... You there. Unfortunately, it's kind of pointing up. What if I just put another tire onto here? Maybe it's just too heavy. Maybe it just need some extra tires in the middle as well. So we just go 3 here. Nah. Wait, are those fuckers $200? What's up with the tires? There's 200? You crazy? Okay. I don't know. I think this would work. It's a bit smaller than we had it before. So I guess if we can too, we can kind of expand this a little bit. But yeah, we just don't have any money. At least we have better tires now. Let's see if it will fall over backwards or what will happen when we put it on the runway here. It's a little bit rear heavy. What if we move the wings even further back? This is the thing. It looks so weird. Like, why do I have the wings at the tail? Why do I need a tail if I have the wings as a tail? Okay, I think that's about as good as we can make it. So let's now go and let's see if we can actually fly this thing. You need stone. I can't do stone. You need glass and steel. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that. You also need ice and ores. Let's do you first then. Pick up that from over here. And let's see how this flies. I guess I don't know how an airplane looks like. This is fairly okay, actually. This is not too bad. Okay, fine. You guys win. You guys win. It's flying okay. It's not even nosediving the way it did before. Is it G to lift up the landing gears? Yes. Okay. Okay, fine. You guys win. It's actually flying surprisingly well, and it keeps speed way better as well. I think it just added drag the way I flew it before. We are coming in so fast. Yikes. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Refuel, cargo. Can I just take ore now? Is there any amount of ore that will destroy my tires? No. We're actually good with weight now. That's really good to see. Okay, so we need 3 ore. Yes. And then we need to lift off as quickly as possible. Which is way faster than we could before. Okay, fine. You guys win. This plane is way better than whatever the fuck we did before. Still don't have like endless amount of weight or amount of lift. But it's better. It's better. Especially when it comes to fuel, actually. I didn't add any extra fuel. We just have the same amount of fuel things. It is kind of tilting down a little bit. So I guess it would be better to have the weight centered. But yeah, can't really have everything, can we? Okay, that... Now it kind of looks like an airplane when I'm landing even. What have I done? It's 280 coins for the effort, very nice. And we're gonna refuel and we're gonna go for some ice. Yeah, it's so much better to fly now. Up with the gears. And let's see if we can make it over here. Could I even do the food delivery now then? That I have all this extra speed? Maybe. Maybe. Being able to do 200. I don't think we were able to do like more than maybe 100 before. Now it just keeps accelerating. I think that's a lot of drag though. Because we did lower the drag quite a bit using the new wheels. I'll give you that. Set this down nice and smooth. Very nice. Okay, so we refuel. How much ice do you need? 4 ice. That's exactly what we can carry. So we just send it out this way. Try to not hit a tree. Okay, fine. I like this plane. Apparently I should listen to you guys. Who would have known? YouTube chat knows more about building airplanes than I do. Considering that I have never built an airplane, I'm violently surprised. How did that come to happen? How did that come to happen? Alright. So half speed. With the extra weight, we're not really cruising at 200 anymore. Fuck. I felt like I was so smooth. But I guess not. Alright, we need to do one more delivery. That is unfortunate. I keep messing up these landings, dude. You need to be way more careful. Okay, I don't have any fuel. You need to be way more careful for this to work out. The hard part is that the runways are like super weird. So a lot of the runways just have these trees covering all the way around them. So it's kind of hard to make a smooth landing when you can't really have a proper run up on the runway. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can do this. We can do this. That should be soft enough that we can actually land it safely, right? Refuel, cargo. We'll just take multiples of them. That way we're safe. Better safe than sorry, right? Alright, this feels pretty good. There we go. There we go. Getting paid now. Thank you for the ice. Here's 171 coins for the effort. Alright. Well, this seems a lot better. This seems a lot better. These tires really helped us with the ice. Thank you for the supplies. What else? There's 15 scraps. I like it. I like it. Thank you. Give me some fuel. And what else do we do? What else do we do? This guy is now done. You need your fish and crabs. You need copper and glass. Can I get the copper over there? I think we have the cargo for that, right? Oh, we have a bunch of ice. Copper, glass. How much can you hold? It's not exploding. No way. I'm missing one. Okay, I doubt this will actually work. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Did I not click on it? For that one. Yeah, I doubt this will work, but I'm gonna try. Let's send it. We don't have any complaints about the weight on the tires. So I guess from that perspective, it's probably fine. That's all of it gone. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. We will go 1 copper and we will go... Is that maybe a couple of ice? Or a glass? That way we have some leeway. It's at least quite easy to take off with this. I do have to keep pulling up all the time. I feel like more now, especially when I put weight on it. And I think that's because my wings now are like just behind the center of gravity. Which I kind of need them to be able to have the tires on top of the wings as well. One glass broke. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you for the copper. 225 coins. And a bunch of money. Thank you for the delivery. 26 coins for the effort. We only need 9 more glass. Alright, let's go back and let's pick up that last little bit of gas then. Glass. I can't hold all the buttons at the same time, game. That's better. Yeah, we're learning to come in for landings now. There we go. Nice little soft landing right there. We'll bring up some glass here. And we need 9, I think. I'm just gonna load up, man. That is 52. That is too much. We do not need to bring more than like 12. I think 12 is probably good enough. Refuel. I'm gonna go around these machines here. And we're gonna lift off this way. Very nice. Lower throttle a little bit. Oh, that was way earlier than I expected for the fuel to cut off. 3 glass. I think we took 12. And I think we have 1 here already. 349 coins. Damn. 1, 2, 4, 3. Thank you for the supplies. Here's 30 scraps. You what, mate? You what, mate? 70 scraps? Boy, are we gonna do a crazy episode in the next one. We could use even more materials for repairs. There's a lot of stuff to do here. Stop centering the camera on the old place. Steel, copper, and tools. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna go back to base. I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed this one as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been really great lately. So, till next time. Bye-bye.